good day to each and everyone, most especially to our professor, Dr. Maida Katong Ma'am, and of course to all my classmates. So by the way, I'm therapy Damo, and today I will be discussing another psychological foundation of education, which is the transformative learning theory. So in my report, you will understand about what is transformative learning theory. You will understand Miziro's transformative learning theory and what are those phases of this learning and how can we put this theory into practice. So what is transformative learning? So accordingly, it is one theory of learning and particularly focuses on adult education and young adult learning. Why them? Simply because these individuals in these stages are more likely to engage in self-reflection and question about their beliefs and assumptions. Also, they have already accumulated a significant amount of life experiences, which can serve as a foundation for transformative learning. So this theory acknowledges that adults and young learners are more capable of critically assessing their assumptions, exploring new options, and integrating new perspectives into their lives. Moreover, this theory emphasizes the importance of learner-centered approaches, which are only effective in adult and, of course, in young learning environments. So it is sometimes called transformation learning and focuses on the idea that learners can adjust their thinking based on new information. So this is a perspective that recognizes the potential for an individual to adjust their thinking, beliefs, and assumptions in response to new information and experiences. So it suggests that learning is not just limited in acquiring knowledge, but it involves a fundamental transformation in one's perspective and worldview. So who is Jack Mizero? So he is the founder of transformative learning. So he developed this theory starting in 1978. So he began his work on transformative learning by studying women's experiences and returning to college later in life. So he observed that these individuals had undergone a process of transformative learning, leading them to a fundamental change in their perspectives and worldviews. So he theorized that students had important teaching and learning opportunities connected to their past experiences. So according to his theory, it emphasizes the importance of critical reflection, self-examination, and integration of new perspective in the learning process. So it is particularly relevant in adult young learning environments only. So with this, many learners and experts agree that this kind of learning leads to true freedom of thought and understanding. Okay, understanding Miziro's transformative learning theory. So it is defined as an orientation which holds that the way learners interpret and reinterpret their sense of experience is essential to making meaning and hence learning. So it is a process of experimental learning since it is a philosophy of learning that emphasizes the importance of active participation in the learning process. So according to this theory, transformative learning occurs when learners critically reflect on their existing beliefs and assumptions. So challenge them and actively engage in the process of constructing new meaning and understanding. So it involves questioning deeply held their beliefs, exploring alternative perspectives, and integrating new insights into one's cognitive framework. This theory has two basic focuses: instrumental learning and communicative learning. So instrumental learning is focused on learning through real-world, task-oriented problem solving, such as scenarios and on-the-job training. So it is about controlling the environment and understanding cause and effect relationship. For example, in a work environment, instrumental learning would involve engaging students to new task-oriented problem solving by providing them with hands-on experience in real-world scenarios. So in contrast, communicative learning focuses on how individuals communicate their feelings, needs, and desires. It is about reflecting on emotions and feelings. So communicative learning would involve allowing students to communicate effectively and dialogue in acquiring knowledge and understanding, exchanging information, ideas, and perspective through conversation, collaboration, and interaction with other students. So it is often used in educational settings to promote active engagement, critical thinking, and the development of social skills. So on the other hand, this learning encourages learners to construct meaning through meaningful interactions with others. So in addition, meaning schemes or meaning structure are another important element of this theory. Perspective and meaning schemes are two major elements of meaning structures and are our predisposition and assumptions which set the state of our expectation. So meaning structure are the concepts, beliefs, judgments, and feelings that shape an interpretation of information. So through this critical theory, self-directed learning and self-reflection, students are able to comprehend the structure of their own meaning. So as a result, they were able to evaluate their assumptions to see whether what they had believed as children will now apply to them as an adults. So this helps us better grasp who we are and how we learn. So the transformational learning idea relies on our ability to see things from new perspectives and to comprehend how our previous perspectives have changed over the time. Now, there are phases or points of transformative learning. First is disorienting dilemma. So it is a situation where a learner finds that what they thought or believed in the past may not be accurate. So this can be an aha moment where a student hears or considers something they may not have understood before. So example, when students come into new knowledge or experiences that contradict their pre-existing views or assumptions. Now, for instance, a student from a traditional family might have thought that climate change is just a trick, but when they hear about the overwhelming evidence for climate change in a science lesson, it possesses a disorienting dilemma. So the student is compelled to reconsider his prior assumptions and reevaluate comprehension on the subject. So this perplexing situation serves as a catalyst for transformative learning, forcing the learner to analyze critically, question their presumptions, and incorporate new viewpoints into their worldview. So this is what we call self-examination. So after a disorienting dilemma, students will do a self-examination of their beliefs and understanding. So they will think about their past experiences and how they connect to this orienting dilemma. So through this process, the students can integrate new perspectives and ideas into their view, leading to a fundamental change in their beliefs and, of course, understanding the world. Next is critical assessment of assumptions. So they are more receptive to new ideas and information because they are able to recognize that possibly some of their prior assumptions were incorrect. So this reflection can trigger feelings or guilt or shame, leading to a critical assessment of their assumptions. So after students understand how their past assumptions and beliefs may have been wrong and have perspective transformation, they're able to plan a course of action. So they have the capacity to speculate about the kind of learning they will currently require to comprehend a circumstance or a problem in a greater detail. So they were able to consider what kinds of learning they will now need to more fully understand a single problem or situation. Acquisition of knowledge or skills to carry out new plan. In this phase, this is the time for students to carry out their plan and get further in their transformational learning. So they may have to learn new things and consider different perspectives in order to fully enhance their learning. Exploring and trying new roles. So they may have learned new things and consider different perspectives in order to, like what I have said, to fully enhance their learning. This time, to fully boost their learning, individuals might need to pick up new information and think about other viewpoints. Although it could need a lot of time and effort, this is where the real meaning takes place. Building self-efficacy in new roles and relationships. So as part of the transformational learning, we need to act because success depends on making an effort to comprehend changes. It involves more than one studying about something. It also involves making an effort to comprehend and really experience new ideas. So our capacity for independent thought and decision making is a key component of self-efficacy. So it is crucial that we continue to practice this transformational cycle as we move forward or as we go through the transformative learning phases in order to develop confidence in our beliefs and understanding. Now, how are we going to put this transformative learning into practice? So as an educator, it is important to help students learn using different kinds of learning strategies. So the transformation learning theory can be especially important for adult students to be able to grasp new ideas and concepts. So there are many ways that educator can introduce this kind of learning into their classrooms. So this includes giving students chances to learn about new perspectives. So teachers may present a challenging or unsettling situation in the classroom. So this can be facilitated by a visual, narratives, examples, or guest who doesn't quite match their prior understanding. So teachers might encourage students to read other writers or works of literature in order to help them develop perspectives that differ from their own. Next is help students identify and question their assumptions. Let's aid the students in recognizing and challenging their assumptions. It is crucial for students to critically evaluate their presumptions in the classroom. So teacher can set an example for this conduct by talking about how their own viewpoints and understanding have changed, how they've been able to examine their own ideas, and many things. So teachers can aid students by providing them journal prompts that allow them to think on their own presumptions. So encourage sharing among their classmates and offer them time for writing and reflection. So create opportunities for critical discourse. Critical conversations must be possible in a classroom that emphasizes transformative learning. So by creating a conducive environment for discussion, assisting students in compiling lists of texts that supports and contradict each other. So providing students with a chance to debate or mandating that students prepare arguments on both sides of a given issue. So teacher can assist students in having these important discussions. Small groups exercises and conversations can also aid students in developing this crucial comprehension. Students can learn to truly embrace ideas and experiences that are different from their own thought in this type of in-class activity. So next is transformative learning examples. So teachers can include transformative learning into their lessons in a variety of ways. Teacher can introduce books and articles that address many religions to their students when they are studying religions. For instance, to help the students develop their viewpoints in understanding. Teachers can also assign students to conduct interviews with various persons to learn their viewpoints on a historical event. So this enables students to experience other viewpoints and opinions. Also, giving students contrasting articles on a subject and asking them for their opinions and insights on the various components of each article is another way teachers can use transformative learning in the classroom. So they can then progress through the learning process by challenging their own understanding. In conclusion, transformative learning theory highlights the potential for learners to adjust their thinking, beliefs based on new information and experiences. So it emphasizes critical reflection, self-examination, and integration of new perspectives. So this theory is particularly relevant in adult and young learning environments and underscores the importance of learner-centered approaches in facilitating transformative learning experiences. So that's all for my report, and I hope you learn something from it. Good day and keep safe, everyone.